Hi, I'm Vanessa from SpeakEnglishWithVanessa.com. Today we're going to talk about 3 ways to improve your memory so that you can remember what you learn in English. Let's get started. The first way to improve your memory and to remember what you've learned is repetition. A lot of people say if you have a difficult time remembering people's names, like when you meet a new person, it's difficult for you to remember their name, the advice that they give is to repeat their name, to say their name back. Right when you learn their name, say it again. Right when you're having a conversation with them, say their name several times. Repeat the new information, which is their name. So how can you apply this to learning English? In English, there are new vocabulary words, new grammar concepts, maybe new pronunciation that doesn't exist in your native language. How can you use repetition to remember all of these things? Well, no one likes to repeat the same word again and again and again. So the best way to remember something is to hear it repeated in different contexts. Hear it in a TV show, read it in a book, hear me say it in a lesson. This is going to give you a context for how it can be naturally used. The challenging thing is it takes patience. This just happens through experience, through using English and listening a lot, reading a lot. You will be exposed to those words or those sounds or that grammar concept through lots of exposure in different situations. So you need to really use English in a lot of different ways so that you can get natural repetition. If you just write the vocabulary word 30 times, maybe you'll remember it, but you might not remember the context, or you might not know nuances of that expression. So I recommend being patient and listening for similar words as you're reading or listening to a podcast or listening to one of my videos. This is a great way through natural repetition to increase your memory. The second way to improve your memory so that you can remember what you've learned in English is through using multiple senses, including drawing, your eyes, even your nose, your ears, using multiple senses to remember. One way to do this is to draw a picture. Let's say that you're trying to master the R sound, and not use L instead. Well, you can draw a picture of the mouth saying these words. It can be even a really simple picture. I'm not an artist. My art is quite elementary, but even if yours is the same, this is a great way to visually see how you should pronounce it. Or if you're trying to learn a new expression, if the expression is an idiom, maybe the idiom is, don't put all your eggs in one basket. This means try to diversify your life. Don't expect one thing to be the only way that you can succeed. Well, you could draw a picture of this and try to imagine how to use that idiom through the picture. It's going to be much easier to remember than simply reading the words or reading a story about it. When you have a visual image, this will really help you. Another way to visually memorize and remember things is in your house. Maybe if you don't know the word for potted plant, this is a plant, maybe you want to remember potted plant. Well, you can draw a picture or write the word and tape that word on the plant. That way, whenever you see the visual image, you will connect those two things. Sometimes this is called the sticky note method, but you can use this with paper and tape and put things around your house that remind you of certain expressions or maybe certain pronunciation that's useful for you. I think with English, we often don't use visual images enough. We use words or listening, but visual images are so important. So don't forget to use multiple senses when you're learning. The third way to improve your memory in English is to make your world English. A great way to do that is to change your phone into English. Change your computer into English. Try to make everything in your life English. Watch English TV shows. If you don't have that option, at least turn on the English subtitles. Watch videos in English on YouTube. Try to surround yourself with English. This is similar to repetition, but you are surrounding yourself. That is really a valuable way to increase your memory, because in the end, all of these memory ideas are about exposing yourself to more English. When you have more exposure to real English in your daily life, you're gonna remember more. This is a big challenge for a lot of people of all ages. We learn something and then forget it. So I hope that these 3 methods, repetition, using multiple senses, drawing pictures, putting notes places, and also the third method of making your world English will help you to increase your memory. Do you have any other suggestions for how to remember what you've learned? Write them in the comments below. Let's share our ideas together. Thanks so much and talk to you later. Bye! Did you enjoy these tips? Well, I have a gift for you. You can download the free PDF guide, 3 Tips to Improve Your English, so that you can quickly remember each step. There are 7 different categories, including speaking, vocabulary, and grammar. Click here to download it and start learning with me today.